Hey y'all, I'm Bird. Thank you for coming to Growth Rising. Here we talk about things dealing with astrology. We've been going over the Venus signs, and so today we're going to be going over Venus and Virgo. So if you do not know your Venus placement, you can go to Google or AstroSeek, Astro Cafe, and if you go to Google, just type in birth chart calculator. It's free, and you'll just need to know your time of birth, your birthday, and the place that you were born. So not only will you see your Venus placement, but you'll also see all your other planets placements as well. So if you have a Virgo Venus or Venus in the sixth house, well, Virgo Venus specifically, Venus is in its fall. So it's not as comfortable in Virgo as it would be in, the polarity Pisces. But that does not mean that Venus does not work well in your chart, because Venus is going to do what Venus has to do. It just depends on where Venus is. That's going to show if Venus going to have a couple of struggles or not. So if you have Venus in Virgo, you can be one of those people who likes to help others, but don't necessarily know how to accept it when others try to help you. Whenever you're trying to be telling someone, hey, I can do this right here for you, or I can do that for you, or whatever. And they be like, no, I got it. Don't worry about it. They don't want you to help them. Virgo is a sign that likes to help people. And sometimes it'd be a little bit harder for them to accept help from other people. And if you also have a Virgo's Venus, that was not right, a Virgo Venus, you could also feel like you make more sacrifices for people than they do for you, just because that's something that you feel more comfortable with doing, is sacrificing X for Y. And honestly, you might not even want for these people to do the same thing for you, because you see yourself as the person to help them to do better. And you may feel like you would be a bit of a burden on them if it was the other way around. And also with this placement, you could be analytical. You like to have somebody who's reliable. And you also do like close friendships. Because, we do be wanting people to be close to us, but you also have high standards. Virgo, Venus can be very critical of themselves, but sometimes they can also come off as if they're being critical of others as well. Hope you catch my drift. So basically, a Virgo Venus can be picky with the people they let close to them, because Virgos like to improve themselves. And the people who you're around could either help you improve yourself or stop you from improving yourself. And a Virgo Venus will more likely want those people who can help them to improve themselves. You could also feel that you're unworthy or unattractive with this placement. It could lead to a lot of insecurities with the way that you look and your value or worth. That's if you're more struggling with it. Now, Virgo is ruled by Mercury. So if Mercury is in a sign that it thrives in, you may be off a little bit better. But if it's in a sign that hurts it, like that it can't thrive in as much, then it's going to be more of a struggle. So also taking into account the aspects that you're also having to your Venus sign, for if you are feeling unattractive or unworthy, unlovable, just know that there are people who are going to find you as very attractive, very worthy, and very lovable, even though it may take you a little bit longer to see it your own self. You can also be somebody who is very good at your job, and not only good at it, but you strive to improve at your job. You want to do better. You want to know more about your job. You want to do more at your job because you're always wanting to improve. You want to self improve and improve in any other areas that you can. You your love language could be acts of service or physical touch. And they say that with our love language, we're quicker to show our love language that we want instead of like just telling somebody, hey, I want for you to do this for me, for my love language. And, that whole thing, communication is key. So you can do their love language and they can do your love language. But getting back on topic, you can also be attracted to people who may seem as if they need help with something. So this person may seem like they may need help with breaking a habit. They may be addicted to something and they need help breaking a habit. It doesn't have to be anything terrible. It can be them addicted to social media or watching TV or drinking, whatever. They can be addicted to that and you see that they need help and you're attracted to that because you see that you are needed. And that makes your Venus sign happy because it's thinking, this person needs my help. I can help this person out. I can do a good job with this person. And then also with your Venus and Virgo, you're also going to like things to have order. So you may have a whole 12-step plan laid out for this person and are willing to help them from step 1 to step 12 because that Virgo and Venus is gonna be there to help in any kind of way that it can. And earlier I did say that you may have high standards, which is still true even if you are attracted to someone who needs help. You may have high standards as in having good hygiene because a Virgo Venus does appreciate good hygiene. That is a very good thing to have good hygiene. So your standards could be high as in you got to smell right and you got to look right and you got to talk right. But as far as your extracurricular activities, I can help you out with that. That's kind of how the Virgo Venus may see it. So if you do have this placement, I just want to know what you do and do not resonate with. And just let me know if I left anything out. Have a good one.